Welcome back, folks. I got to tell you, I'm pumped to see where we go right now, and we need to pay attention to some of these altcoins. Are they set to explode higher? And how bad was the day today? For those who follow the channel, you know I share my $2 million portfolio as well as some of the crypto plays, and oh my goodness. Yeah, there was red out there. The good news is still up over, I think, roughly a quarter of a mil in the last 2.5 weeks. I sold at the right time Monday and had to stop on Wednesday as well. And now I'm buying back in at a lower prices. That's the name of the game, right? So we're going to look at some XRP. We're going to look at some SUI. Look at Doge and Shiba Inu. And how about Bonk? Bonk's still rolling it up for me. For those who don't know, they've been doing well. Now, if you haven't done it, first link down below gets you into the webinar. The webinar is now live. We opened up another 2,500 spots. I heard people saying, hey, it was closed out, and it was. We had to open it up. We had such a response. It was fantastic. If you want to learn how to learn to do the technicals, this is your chance. It's the free webinar. It is live. We just rolled it out. So there you go. First link down below. And for those not in the Discord, you're running out of time. We got a couple days left before the 50% off your first month is done. Code July, July. Get in there, second link down below, and get your free crypto from Gemini right there. 25 free XRP when you trade 100 or more. Third link down below. And the same thing for Kraken, but they have the USDG. So take advantage of all of this. All right, let's go. Take a look at what I wanted to talk about. I'll start with XRP. Obviously, we are overbought. I was selling at the beginning of the week into these two, into this. And so for those who followed along with me, you know I had stop set as well. And why would you do that? Why would you do it? Because now I can buy in down here. So I could sell at 332 stop that I told everybody about right here. And then I buy in down here in this zone. Anywhere between the 297 and 275 zone is an easy buy for me. And the ultimate support would be roughly at the 267. So that's what I'm seeing with XRP. I did buy another 5,000 today to put back into it because you guys know that I have some. You know, let me show you the portfolios. So yeah, you can see down 5. Let me see where we at here. 234. Are we still at 234? 234, 500. Went up $500. That's good. So I ended up adding $500 back in of the balance of cash I have, and I had. We were up 200 something thousand in crypto. Now, of course, only 126 because I sold most of it before the crash. And of course, that's why you guys follow this channel. I share with you the moves. That's the transparency. And for those who follow along, you knew it. There's no hiding it. And here is the Kraken portfolio. I love this. My small account challenge. You guys can see all these plays here. A couple of red ones, a couple of giveaways too. They gave me some of these cryptos without me even knowing, which is awesome. What do we got? 40 something bucks worth of crypto. So I always tell people, sign up for the Kraken account. Just have the account and get the free crypto, and then whatever they do airdrop ways. That's pretty cool. So you guys can see it's still doing extremely well. If I go to the 3 month here, let's go to the 1 month. The 1 month, $8,300 up. Love it. So even after the pullback, still rolling higher. And then of course the Coinbase, and then the big one right here, 20K down, 20K. A lot of that was the stocks, 9,000 from the stocks, about 11,000 from the Bitcoin and Ethereum. But remember, I sold almost 60% of that roughly Monday and Wednesday. Or was that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? And then it crashed down. So now I'm looking to get back in. And I bought a little bit of BMNR again today to get me up to 80K. Look, I'm only down $100. Remember, crypto's been dropping? Down $100. That's how I like to do it. DCAN, take advantage of it. That's what I'm going to continue to do. Now we move over and we take a look at. Let's start with Doge. Let's get into the Doge. For those riding the Doge, it continues to be the same thing. All these charts are looking very, very similar. So when you look at the Doge crypto price prediction and you're trying to figure it out, you got to understand you had this stock mode unicorn right here. So you have the move up, triple crust. It just kind of goes sideways, then the breakout. After the breakout, you're going to need to come down and find support. Well, obviously heavy support at the 19.7 level. Massive support. Are we going to get down to that level? I don't know. I think the 50 personally would be the main point because we're at what, 20.2, and that's big. And so we're right now at 22.7. So about 10 to 15% could drop off of this. I don't necessarily believe that's going to happen, but I'm not going to be shocked if it does. You can see we are confirming below the 13, which normally tells me we are going to hit the 50, but there's something here. The RSI is at 56, and usually a 50 will be a good bounce zone. It hits the 50, starts to bounce back. We're going to find out. The buying pressure's off because everybody stopped. Everybody's selling now. You're deleveraging, and then all of a sudden, we get another chance to make some moves higher, a new higher high. I believe that's going to happen before the end of the year. I just want to be blunt with that and make sure everybody knows. So SUI is another one people ask me about. SUI holding up a little bit stronger, as you can see. Just kind of consolidating. Got below the 13, on the 13, back below the 13, back up. So as you're watching, you're seeing this 13 hold up nicely, and that's what we want to see. So I like what we're seeing here. And of course, with the closing bell, we're going to have the weekend. Crypto never sleeps. Crypto never sleeps. So we got to keep an eye on that. But this is looking very, very interesting to me. With the RSI at 59, a really strong 13 support, I may be taking a swing at SUI. So I did want to bring this to your attention. Then, of course, Bonk was another one that I made a ton off in terms of percentages. Right now, the RSI is back down to 62. You're seeing it come down and test the 13, hold, test the 13, hold, test the 13, hold. That's what I'm telling everyone. This is a little bit interesting because we had to run up consolidation period with the 13 holding. If that is the case, we could be building for the next week or two for an explosion. Well, it's one of them ones where it was, oh, it's either going to go up or down. Yeah, but obviously with the positive catalysts out there, the legislation, the spot ETFs, the just crypto flowing, money flowing into crypto lately, it tends to be on the right side of that coin. In other words, I would believe we're going to go higher before we go lower. And that 13 is hold. So I like what I'm seeing with some of these. Bonk up 100 and something percent for me. You guys know that. I don't know if it's over. I don't know if you're going to see a sell-off all the way down to the 50 EMA, which you could. But I definitely am paying attention to these bounce areas. When it comes to Shiba Inu, I'm watching this as well. And you can see this one, like, for example, I showed you a couple. And I said, look, we didn't hit the 50. I don't know if we're going to hit the 50. I doubt we're going to hit the 50. This one hit the 50. This one hit the 50 multiple times over the last 2 days. And the 50 has held. And that's down at 13.19. So you're seeing the 50 right here. Hit the 50, push back up. Hit the 50, push back up. The FI's about to cross the 13, which is bearish. So I don't know if we're done hitting the 50, but I can tell you this. The RSI is now at the 50. It's holding. The bulls are picking a line in the sand. You can see it right here. Look at this, right here. That anywhere around that area, roughly, and just look at the 50 there, the 50 EMA, it's all right here. So every time we're hitting it, it's pushing back up. So I do like this one at that price, which that price is 13.19. And if it hits it, it seems to be bouncing back up to 13.65, about a 4% pop back up. So I may have to take a chance on that. And so there's a few of them that are very, very, very interesting at this level. And if you look and say it's 13.19, we topped out up here at about 16. That's a really nice chunk of change there. That's a nice chunk of change. That's what, 20-something percent up? And I believe we could be retesting that soon. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and then of course just to watch Bitcoin, because I know a lot of you want to know what's going on with the big dog. The big dog had a triangle that I'm watching, and of course we did break underneath, hit the ultimate support that I had here to 115.341, and it did push back into the base. So I think if we can see a break above, and we can see this candle, I call it a bottle rocket, that's big. If we can see the next candle green continuing to move up, this could get interesting. We could be through the worst. And look at the RSI, 56. It's not overbought anymore. Everything's back to where I like it, calm and collected. People are a little bit terrified out there in the crypto space, and that's the way I like it. When people are fearful, I want to be greedy. And that's the plan. All right, if you haven't done it, get over to the webinar right now. First link down below. We opened up new spots for those who couldn't get in. The second link down below is the membership to the Discord. We are having a ball this week, so come on over and join that. Get your 36 lessons, the expert traders, so much more. And of course, get your 25 free XRP from Gemini. Third link down below, and Kraken with their 25 and free USDG. Got to trade 100 each and use my links. If you do, you can take advantage of it. All right, I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.